Hey YouTube, it's Neveros. We're back with another video. We're doing Shoe0nHead and Rev about a Hasan orbiter calling out the grifter. Apparently it doesn't end well. It obviously follows the Pragmata thing, so link to my reaction to Shoe0nHead's video will be in the description down below, and link to this video will also be down below. Be sure to check them out if you want to. And since my viewers only stick around for about 2 minutes, I just want to say I know my content's kind of cringe and maybe a little bit lazy and sloppy, but I work a full-time job, so it's easy stuff to get out, and it's quick. So and I think it's probably better to get something out than nothing, even if it's just easy reaction vids. Anyway, let's get into it.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So over the past couple of weeks, we have seen a lot of discourse surrounding the game Pragmata. Now, of course, millions of people are enjoying this game and enjoying the wholesome father-daughter dynamic between the characters Hugh and Diana. However, as we've seen, many people are having very unhinged takes about that dynamic in particular. And videos like this uploaded by Shoe0nHead have not only documented the many unhinged takes on social media about this game and the related dynamic, but also the unhinged take from Hasan Piker. Now, as we've seen over the past couple of days, he has not handled the feedback from that video very well, crashing out about Shoe0nHead while posting the most performative things like this on social media and getting dunked on even further.
Yeah, I saw this picture. But the memes that followed, like people changing up the book to be like how to shock your dog and stuff like that, is absolutely hilarious.
But today we're going to be looking at the next level of seething by Hasan Piker, who continues to act like he's above and beyond reacting to Shoe0nHead, while once again, for a second time, making completely unwarranted aggressive sexual comments about her.
Yeah, because to him, it would seem your worth is based on how many people you fuck. And yeah, I don't know, Hasan's weird.
And when that wasn't enough, you see the panic taking over. Hasan has activated his goons. The Hasan orbit has launched into this situation, defending Hasan and doing a terrible job of it. As per usual with these very highly intelligent individuals, they try to defend Hasan while contradicting him.
Highly intelligent in the world of idiocracy, I should think.
And also resorting to what? You guessed it, unwarranted, aggressive sexual comments about Shoe0nHead. I'm sensing a pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you know who won't be making these sorts of aggressive, unwarranted comments about people like you? Hopefully. The Rev plushie, ladies and gentlemen. My UA Market campaign related to this is coming to a close in just 3 days. Here's the 360 view of this plushie. I want to show you guys one more time here as this campaign is coming to a close. We are over 300% funded. If you want to support this campaign and this channel and future merch opportunities, please check out the link to this campaign in the pinned comment and show some support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for all the support so far in this campaign, and make sure if you're interested to act on this before it is gone. Now let's return to the content here. Rev. We've been talking a lot about Pragmata over the past couple of weeks. Now obviously millions of people are enjoying this game. You can see still over 20,000 in-game players right now for this single player game despite releasing some weeks ago. Now people are enjoying the game itself, but also the wholesome father-daughter dynamic between the characters Diana and Hugh. However, as we've seen with the discourse on social media, people are trying to pervert and demonize that relationship and anyone enjoying the game. One of those people is, of course, Hasan Piker, who came out in a viral clip saying that anyone who enjoys that dynamic, or the game really in general, is an incel loser who will never experience touching a woman in their life. Now, of course, this is all projection, as we've seen, based on his circumstances.
Like I said in my reaction video, so how many women do you think are lining up for a night with Hasan Piker? I think not many. Even his own girlfriend doesn't want to have kids with him.
And his relationship with his secret girlfriend who never wants to have kids, and also the fact that Hasan Piker is the most materialistic hedonist you'll ever see, ever, who does
Communist with a Gucci bag, yeah.
not value a legacy or something to care for beyond himself. This is all just projection. And that was covered, among other things, in the Shoe0nHead video, where she talked about the unhinged takes on social media, but in particular with Hasan, she said he's projecting, and also brought up the fact that it's ironic that this man is calling people incels and losers when he has to regularly visit brothels for intimacy in that sort of a way. But Hasan,
in his backward worldview, he's helping women by paying for sex. So I wonder how many OnlyFans he's subscribed to.
Would immediately crash out on social media when people brought this video to his attention.
Bro, you were on the last Shoe0nHead video. I will literally shoot myself with a gun if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out, purchase a shotgun, shoot myself in the face?
Totally normal reaction to it being pointed out that he's in a Shoe0nHead video. This clearly doesn't bother him at all, does it?
Not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my fucking brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shoe0nHead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Well, yeah, because you wouldn't sound so unhinged and out of your mind.
Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself?
Well, you know, you couldn't possibly lose the last piece, the last chunk, so I wouldn't recommend it.
So I can understand the compelling argument that Shoe0nHead makes.
I'm so glad that Shoe0nHead made this meme during the video, because literally this sums up
Why
the
are the
rage
numbers
coming
backwards?
from Hasan Piker in one succinct, simple image. It's all projection. He is projecting so hard about this game and about critics who are calling out his bizarre takes. Yeah. Now, as we noticed right there, there was a component of this that was very unwarranted, where Hasan, you know, these so-called progressive guys like him, immediately resort to sexual comments about Shoe0nHead, basically saying her only value is that her male audience is getting off to her, which is, again, not just unwarranted, but sex pesty. I mean, what else do you call this sort of behavior that he does every time a woman dares to challenge him? He is literally a misogynist. It's so...
And it comes off as so insecure, like, you don't... He actually doesn't have any decent argument to make, so he'll just go to a... Let's make fun of her sexuality, or the sexual promiscuity, or something like that. It really does come off as insecure, and it's so stupid. Like, okay, bro, you're not clever enough to come up with something else. But also, I don't think he actually watched the video. Elsewise, he would have come up with something a little bit more substantive to say, maybe. I mean, for all I don't like the guy, Hasan Piker isn't stupid. Misguided and terribly misinformed, and he's incredibly out of touch with reality, but he's not stupid. Wait, wrong video.
Funny how this word is flung around the internet so much, but there is no one who fits the description more than this goofball right here. Now, of course, Shoe would reply to clips being shared on social media saying Hasan, when he's criticizing, can't just call the other person a Zionist. And then...
Oh my god, no, do you know what other video I'm thinking of?
But there is no one who fits the description more than
No, what the...
Now, of course, Shoe would reply to clips being shared on social media saying...
What the hell just happened there? That's so weird. This one! Yeah. Let's just do the short, maybe it does it. No, let's just do it like this. We can mute. Come on. Hasan, when you can't just call somebody a Zionist. Doesn't it seem to fit? Like, given what we just listened to, doesn't it really seem to just fit?
Hasan would post the most performative tweet of probably 2026, where he's reading some Lenin about what is to be done in an uncreased book while posing for a photo op, while wearing thousands of dollars of jewelry, learning about communism, and then taking a longing look out the window. This guy is so embarrassing, it's actually unreal. In fact, in a world where everyone's so divided on the internet, it was actually pretty wholesome to see people from all angles coming in to dunk on him for this post, including people like Shoe0nHead's saying they're calling him the corniest man alive, the final boss of performative male feminist, the human Brian Griffin. And I cannot highlight this last part enough.
That is amazing.
The
Well
human
done.
Brian Griffin. Once you realize this connection, you'll never unsee it. He is that performative male feminist who will do whatever it takes to impress 20-something-year-olds on the internet with how progressive and cool he is.
There's also something else about his political leanings that bothers me, and it comes off, perhaps you'll laugh, but there's a load screen from Rome Total War that says, "War is sweet to those who have never experienced it." And I think the same applies to Hasan's worldview of communism. Like, communism and socialism and all the stuff he advocates for is sweet to those who've never lived it. Except if you actually know, I read the Gulag Archipelago. Let me tell you, I would sooner shoot myself than live in that world.
He is an absolute
And actually, so would he, because he would be the one they strip of everything he owns, and that they would literally take his wealth and give it to the people. Well, the way it all works these days, particularly in South Africa, is we'll take your wealth and keep it for ourselves. Yeah.
formative
Julius Malema, I'm looking at you.
weirdo. Okay? He is so transparent, it's actually unbelievable. But Hasan was not done. He was asked again if he saw how Shoe0nHead was responding to him on Twitter, where he says, and tries to convince you very hard, that he doesn't care. And what does he do after that? Makes weird comments about her.
Did you see what Shoe0nHead responded with what? Did you see what Shoe0nHead responded on Twitter? No. What? What? Who cares? Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia, and the hundreds of people that showed up in the middle of a fucking Thursday to go door knock for him. And you're like, well, have you seen what Shoe0nHead said? I don't care, man. Okay, let him chirp. Who gives a shit? Just how many times do I gotta tell you? You just gotta keep your fucking head down and do the work, okay? None of that stuff matters. It's all noise. Why are you trying to farm a goddamn drama clip so you can post it on your fucking shitty Twitter farming account to be like, Hasan the Hun got fucking...
Yeah, he clearly doesn't care, guys. He clearly doesn't. It doesn't bother him at all, right?
destroyed.
Whereas if he really wasn't bothered, he could have just said, no, I didn't, and he would have moved on. It wouldn't bother him one way or another. He wouldn't have anything to say about it.
He's so mad about whatever the Shoe0nHead said. Talk to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up for Shoe0nHead. Okay, what's their wiki feed looking like?
Oh my
It's
God,
all right,
what a
man.
weirdo.
People have been talking shit about me for years and years, and they get millions of fucking views. I got a lot of sweaty incels who hate me.
There's just so much cringe here, I don't even know where to begin. Number
Yeah.
one, he's trying to flex like he's some very important political pundit, when in reality, as we've seen, from polls related to this, over 65% of Americans don't even know who he is. So in case you're
And they're the lucky ones.
kind of like lost in the shuffle here of this internet stuff, when you go outside, people don't know who Hasan Piker is. He is a joke, okay? In fact, a lot of people genuinely believe having any sort of a political tie to Hasan Piker is pretty much a net negative no matter what.
Yeah.
It is like a cancer growing on you as a politician if you have any sort of connection to Hasan Piker. But on top of
And it's actually mostly because his audience is so toxic and aggressive. I've seen clips of people saying that, like, if you have something bad to say about Hasan Piker, his audience will come after you. and they'll dox you, threaten you, all kinds of things. Yeah, dude's such a weirdo, and his community sucks.
That you can see that he's trying to act like he's above and beyond Shoe0nHead as he crashes out for the 3rd or 4th day in a row about her. But also he makes a very weird set of comments about
Hang on.
wiki feet. Yes,
Yeah.
2 times in a row.
Hang on. Hasan Piker when Shoe0nHead is mentioned. Maybe not that, but yeah, you get where I'm going with that. Anyway.
Bro, he's brought up Shoe0nHead and made unwarranted sexual comments about her. This guy is gross, man. Like, you have to realize how gross and pesty this guy is. And the comments reflect this, saying, I never heard of wiki feet before, and I'm chronically online. Hasan is never gonna get over the brothel allegations. This meme saying, how do you know about wiki feet? Hasan Piker running away.
Yeah.
What's her wiki feet looking like has to be the gayest attempted shade ever.
Yeah.
The fact that he thinks he's smarter than Shoe is hilarious. Bro, the fact that I had to Google wiki feet and this weirdo said it off the top of his head, no wonder he has no children. And
And let's hope he never does have children.
honestly, I had to look it up too. I literally had no idea what this guy was talking about. And the fact that he's bringing up a fetish website as some sort of an own on Shoe0nHead, like he literally can't engage with any of the points she is bringing up. Instead,
Well, because he doesn't know any of the points he's bringing up, because he's never actually watched the video, because he lives in an echo chamber. He doesn't. He denies himself the right to listen to other perspectives and potentially change his own mind. This is what happens, and this is why he's a fool. Because he thinks he knows everything, and you can see it in the way he deals with everything. And yeah, other opinions are just not acceptable. Other perspectives and criticisms are just not acceptable. Now, you don't have to go listen to criticism. You really don't. And so if he's not going to have anything good to say or any positive takeaway, it's probably better that he doesn't watch Shoe0nHead's video. But at the same time, you know, if people are going to keep bringing it up, at least know what you're talking about in response, so you don't end up having to bring up bullshit like wiki feet. Jeez.
he starts making fetishy comments about her. Like, this is supposed to be like the example of like what a progressive guy looks like. He's acting like, again, a misogynist, an actual misogynist, not the way the internet uses it as a buzz phrase, but this guy immediately reduces women to some sort of sexual attack, right? That's the only thing he can do. He didn't address anything about the brothel visits, right? Instead, he starts making these weird comments about her. Many such cases. Now,
and the thing about that is that people who actually watch the video, they have context, so his crash outs just look even more like lunacy. Like, his crash outs look even more unhinged and like, dude, you need to actually watch the video, chill out, you know? And so the people in his community who actually watch the video are better informed than he is. And so when they ask for his opinion or what his take on it is, of course he's going to crash out because he doesn't actually know what they're talking about, nor does he want to. He'll just go on some sort of psychotic rant, reducing her to some sort of sexual object and then making fun of it. Because he has nothing else to go on.
let's move on to the orbit, ladies and gentlemen. It is active, okay? Kaceytron, who recently settled with Ethan Klein and is, I guess, trying everything to stay relevant. She had something to say about Shoe0nHead, and, well, she really followed in Hasan Piker's footsteps. What did she do? Missed the point entirely, not try to address any of Shoe0nHead's points, but instead made weird, unwarranted, aggressive, creepy, weird comments about her.
Yeah, so that's probably because, I'm just guessing, I doubt Kaceytron's watched the video either, but let's see how this goes.
Operates in, so I can do
her dumb audience of fucking incels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's like Shoe0nHead, if you like care so much about these incels, go f one. Okay?
She did, and then she married him and had his baby.
Oh, is that problematic for me to say?
Yeah, well, would it be problematic if somebody said that to you? If the answer is yes, then yes, it's problematic when you say it.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go f one.
Why does it always come down to, you're an incel and you can't get laid? There are more important and better things to do than getting laid. Like, grow up.
Oh, wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them? Like, you don't even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to f who you don't want to fuck? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like projection, Kaceytron. That really does. And it sounds like you're describing yourself, not Shoe0nHead, because, like I said, her husband was one of her followers, and now they've had a child together and they got married. So, yeah. I think game, set, match to Shoe0nHead in this case.
A regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
She is one of the most insufferable people on the internet. Who is tuning into a Kaceytron stream? Who is...
You know, I went down a bit of a Christopher Hitchens rabbit hole some years back, and I would still listen to a lot of the people he debated over the years than any of these people. That's how I feel.
tuning into this nonsense? Not only is what she's saying just completely gross, like on so many levels. If a guy said this about a woman, they'd be canceled.
Yeah, he's quite right. You don't get to say stuff like that about women unless you're Hasan Piker, for example, and then you have women actively defending you. At least some of your orbiters anyway. But yeah, like I said, it's problematic for anybody else to say it, so which means it's problematic for her to have said it as well.
100%. But also, it's just, once again, more buzzwords being thrown around that mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like incel,
she's using the term incel, right? She's labeling all of Shoe0nHead's fans as incels, just as Hasan has been attempting to do. Now, you have to understand, when it comes to the use...
Yeah, and about the term incel, Hasan Piker visited brothels, which means he probably can't actually get it consensually any other way than to pay for it, which makes him an incel too.
Use of the term incel, Kaceytron is literally the final boss. Guys, I want you to focus. Watch the screen. I'm going to scan through the results on her accounts of the phrase incel. This is keyword searching the phrase incel on her Twitter account. Just her Twitter account alone. Brace yourselves. Okay? Every tweet has the word incel in it.
So we got through. Damn. I was going to try to catch a date there. June 2025.
We're not even halfway.
Fuck, even I'm not this chronically online.
Are you understanding how unwell these people are? This is how she's been responding to criticism and people she doesn't like.
We're in December 2023
for a couple years now. We're not even done. We're not even done, ladies and gentlemen.
This is insane. Pickup line for 2026. I love you like Kaceytron loves the word incel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought that was as far as I could scroll, but I'm wrong. There was actually more. But anyways,
you get the point.
You get the point, okay?
She's
obsessed with a word. It means nothing. And then we have that second layer of comments about Shoe going and effing her audience. That's the recommendation from Kaceytron.
Yeah.
Again, completely unwarranted, weird, and gross. It's pesty behavior again.
And again, it doesn't address any of the points that Shoe0nHead made, because they don't know the points that Shoe0nHead made because they never actually watched the damn video. There was a line from, perhaps you'll laugh, there was a line from the movie The Forbidden Kingdom, I think it is. Jackie Chan asking the main character, I forget his name, how's your kung fu? And the kid's like, and Jackie Chan's character's like, he who knows does not speak, he who speaks does not know. Surely you are masterful. Yeah, so in this case, Kaceytron and Hasan are saying a lot of shit. They're speaking a lot of shit because they don't know.
She's learning from Hasan, apparently. You can see some responses to the related post sharing the clip saying, does she know Shoe is married? Shoe is married. She's a mother.
Again.
I swear Hasan and Kaceytron are Mossad agents just to F with Americans at this point. I had forgotten that Kaceytron exists until this showed up on my timeline, and I would like to go back to not knowing about her again. How is Kaceytron still opening her mouth on any subject at this point? That's a very good question.
Yeah.
In fact, I find this whole thing very bizarre. Because why is she sweeping for Hasan Piker? In her apology to Ethan and Hila Klein over the copyright infringement settlements, she explicitly stated that Hasan Piker completely betrayed her. Literally left her hanging. She thought Hasan Piker was going to swoop in and save her, whether that's through financial funding or generating a lot of public support for her. He did none. In fact, by her own admission, he didn't even reach out privately to her. He
Why would he have done? It's not his problem. He was never gonna help you. He's a communist with a Gucci bag. He's only in it for himself. In the world of people that Hasan Piker cares about, it's just him. It's a population of one. He doesn't give a shit about anybody else. He cares only for himself, and the rest is performative.
Completely left her hanging while cheering her on, saying, go legally fight Ethan Klein. He wanted her to do that and fight the battle for him, but he didn't want to actually support her publicly or privately or in any sort of meaningful way. So the fact that she's still sweeping for this guy is downright pathetic. It's downright pathetic. Okay, this guy does not care about you at all. And you're still sweeping for him and making yourself out to look like not only stupid, but creepy.
Well, because she hopes there's still something to be gained from him. At least that's what I think, anyway. She's still, like, orbiting him, she's still sweeping for him, she's still, like, glazing him wherever she can, or defending him wherever she can, because she hopes that she'll get something out of it one day. That maybe one day he'll remember that she had his back. It ain't like he needs it, but anyway.
Making creepy comments about the guy, or about Shoe0nHead, stop, enough. But of course, here's the reaction to the related clip from Shoe0nHead, who's just confused.
Yeah.
Rightfully. But don't worry, maybe we'll clarify some things with another Hasan orbiter, this time Denims TV.
Now, she had something to say a while back. I can't even remember what it was. But man, oh yeah, about the politics, and you gotta care about politics. No, you really don't. So she also has unhinged takes.
Who had a lot to say about Shoe0nHead and her criticism of Hasan Piker.
Taking bets now. Put your bets in the comments right now about how much. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think she watched the video? What do you guys think? Do you think she watched Shoe0nHead's video? I'm betting 10 out of 10 she didn't watch the video.
Attempting to sweep for the man while not really understanding what he's saying in the first place.
Okay. So here's the thing. Why can't we criticize the people writing these bizarre-ass fanfics without disparaging the people who made the original game? The original game can be a masterpiece on its own, and if you play the game, or clearly don't play the game, and then say, yes, women are finally learning that they want to have kids. Yes. It's like, what the you're a weirdo for tweeting that. You're weird for tweeting that. Okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver. When he's talking about...
Okay, so she is actually watching the video. All right.
Losers. He's talking about the type of people that that don't even play that game and then talk about how excited they are that women are having their ovaries activated. He's talking about
Wait, hang on.
losers. He's talking about the type of people that that don't even play that game and then talk about how excited they are that women are having their ovaries activated.
How would he know that they don't play how would he know who plays the game or not? That's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah. There's a good chance that if you type like that, you're an unfuckable loser. We're not talking about the people who play the game. We're not talking about people who like the game. We're talking about the people that talk like that.
How do you know?
And if
God.
you talk like that and you're like sitting there fantasizing about women's eggs, yeah, you might be a little bit, I know, crazy bold statement here, an unfuckable loser that only wants to talk about women's eggs.
The lights are on, but nobody's home, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the engine's running, but there's nobody behind the wheel, or else it's like, or else they're like driving entirely on black ice and have no control of the vehicle. Like, damn. She went off in like all different directions to no point at all.
And I mean, it must suck to be obligated to defend this guy no matter what, or I guess...
It's such a shame too, because she's actually quite cute, but damn. She only has a head to keep her ears apart, apparently.
It's obligated to defend him to maintain your relevancy, because if she didn't defend Hasan, what would she do, right? And also, her entire point is completely contradicting what Hasan actually said. We know the actual clip that is being referenced here. He wasn't just referring to people making fanfics about the game or its message or whatever. He was referring to gamers. He was calling gamers a bunch of incel losers. Not this particular group that Denims is claiming he was talking about. No, we know exactly who he was talking about. On top of that, she just misses the point entirely. The only people making fanfics about this were people like Hasan, who were claiming that all these people were making up this like white nationalist propaganda up about the game, when in reality people were having a wholesome interaction with wholesome content. They were appreciating the wholesome father-daughter dynamic between Hugh and Diana, but unfortunately Hasan and others crashed out over it many times.
Yeah, and they crashed out over it because they probably never had that sort of dynamic with anyone in their whole lives. And why would they? They want for nothing. They have everything they ever wanted. They don't actually have ambition or desires for anything that isn't materialistic, so yeah.
And I guess all of that goes over the head of Denims, who just doesn't really know what she's even defending at times, and this is one of those examples of that. And on top of that, she also claims that real gamers don't post about games on Twitter. They just stay on Discord and like related community hubs like that.
I mean, there might be truth to that, but you know, I feel like gamers post about games wherever. Doesn't really matter where they post about it. They probably post about it. I posted that I was streaming Oblivion Remastered last night. You know, not the same thing, but you get where I'm going with that.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Gamer Denims TV. I'm sure you know a lot about that, and you are the authority on what gamers actually do.
Yeah.
But this whole situation is pretty funny. Shoe0nHead obviously covered what was already going on here, but her particular stab at Hasan Piker has triggered him and his orbiters so much, and they are panicking.
Yeah, and the more Hasan protests that he doesn't care, the less likely it appears that he really doesn't care. That is to say, the more it looks like he does.
You know, the only time you see the orbiters sweeping in is when they feel like their gravy train, their meal ticket is being threatened, and that is, of course, Hasan Piker.
And the problem with that is they've never actually gotten anything out of him, that I can tell. So, yeah, it's still very weird.
But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, putting on those notifications as well, because we upload daily over here and stream multiple times a week. Love to see you there as well. But anyways, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Hey, what's up, guys? Ruff here. So it must...
Wait, what? Oh, because that was... next one in my watch later list. Yeah, so that's weird. Kaceytron clearly didn't watch the video, so she just like mirrored Hasan's take and like, oh, you're unfuckable losers and maybe you should have sex with your audience because if you care about them so much. It's very weird. I don't get it. I don't understand why it has to come down to that, apart from the fact that you have nothing substantive to say. And Denims, again, she only has a head to keep her ears apart, apparently. And the whole lot, the more Hasan tries to act like he doesn't care about it, the more it's obvious that he's really bothered by it. So it'd probably be a good idea, Hasan, just to watch the fucking video. But anyway, that's going to do it for me as well. Be sure to check out Poggers and Starforge. Hit that bell notification for when I upload. I'm going to be trying to upload to a set schedule in the future, just because everything else of my life is scheduled now, so may as well. And that should help keep the content rolling. It depends on what's actually there. That Kirsche video is looking funny. I don't know about it. I don't know anything about that situation there. But in any case, we're not going to get into that now. Take care, everybody. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.